There's a few criteria I think for me for calling something a boomer shooter, which is non-regenerating health. You need to pick up items to regain health, and like Selaco does pass that. Like you do regenerate health up to like either 25 or 35, but then if you want to regain health after that, you got to pick it up. Having more than 2 weapons, so that if you're having 5, 6 weapons, however many, you're more than 2, and then fast-paced action, fast-paced combat. Like the idea is you're running and you're gunning. Even if you have moments of like slowing down or like using Selaco as an example again, the section when you're in the science plant and there's all the plant monsters coming at you and everything, that turns into a cat and mouse game experience, but it's still well within the boomer shooter mechanics. And like I think that for me is where I go, okay, that's just like that's the bottom of the pyramid. And then you can build on top of that, and then you can change the construct of it as you go, and you can turn it into something more than just a boomer shooter. But if you're using that as its base, that's for me what I still, when I'm putting games into my Steam genre, when I like, okay, this is going to be a horror game, this is a boomer shooter, those are the base mechanics that I'm using.
I agree with that.
Tactical boomer shooter. 100%.
It's
100%.
It's getting a little muddled, like a little muddy. Like people are kind of just taking anything that is retro to them in the new shooter space, like indie shooters. Anything indie shooter is like being called a boomer shooter. You take something like Cult, which is being called a boomer shooter, but it literally resembles games that were coming out like 2010 to 2015. You know what I mean? More so than anything 90s or early 2000s.
Well, I mean,
even if you go to something
a
like
lot of blood. Celtic has a lot of blood.
Cult with the K, not the Cult.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misheard.
No, Cultic is very
crunchy. Isn't this what we were talking about?
I don't know this Cult game.
It's like KVLT. It looks very like Deadforge saying 2010s.